Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. With that, let's get up to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. For the call, we bring in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Godden. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Airing one out for Boyd. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Tighten up. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Powers through again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. Got his man. It's Eifert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Mixon with a first down carry. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, without a doubt, all credit's got to go to the runner. Found his way into the end zone, but the defensive guys just not wrapping up well when they try to tackle it.
And that's the thing. You've got to wrap up. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on fourth down. Passing, it's Dalton. He's going and got his man complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because
he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. On and Tate. There. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. First and 10 for Dalton. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Open man is Uzama. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. And Tate's got it. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. To give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Here's Bernard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they have taken. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Rolling to his left. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ladies! 54! You remember me? You remember me? We're good. We're good.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dalton, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Dalton. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Anderson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Again, here's Bernard. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And now to the air, Dalton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too, each and every.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Dalton now to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll
Hey, everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The wait is finally over. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
Let's set a tone.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Well, they will finally get him down, and now penalty flags coming in as well. And they might get half the distance here to boot. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter.
53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. That's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He finds his running back, Mixon. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in. Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunk.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable. We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete. It's Green here. The end result, 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A.J. Green, 32 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Back to throw again. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 yards. Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Got his man, it's Eifert. And now running right through it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Under 10, under 10, 10.
2nd and 4. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though
they will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made it.
It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. It fights him off. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. To the left side here for Eifert. And I think Eifert may be in some pain. Staying down following that play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the 1st down in the process. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That drive that really...
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. They'll set up a throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 23 yards the pickup there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He completes it to Boyd.
Let's go!
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Auden Tate. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 22 yards there, a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. After the penalty, it's Mixon. They get the penalty yardage back, plus 5 more as they get it to 2nd and 5.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to throw here. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he bulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally.
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. 2nd and 1. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 17 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Bengals, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.